Hill's music has had over 2 billion worldwide streams. She's worked with the likes of David Guetta, Tiesto, and MK. But even more exciting than that, finally, the moment is here. She has released her debut studio album, Only Honest, on the weekend. Becky, I am so excited for you. Congratulations on the new album.
Thank you so much. And thank you for talking to me about it. It's lovely to be here with you.
How do you feel? It's out there.
Yeah, nerve-wracking. It's been a long time coming. It's been received really, really well. It went top 10 in the charts over here, which for a debut album is really was everything that I could have wished for, really. You know, I've got a new single out. People seem to be loving that. I've got 2 tracks in the top 40 right now.
Of course you do.
It feels like everything I've been working towards so hard for so long is actually finally coming to fruition.
I loved one of your Instagram posts you put up. It says, I can't believe I'm typing this. My debut album is out. Nearly a decade of work, nearly given up so many times, but we're here. Did you really almost give up?
Oh, I nearly give up every day. I nearly gave up on the way over to having my interview.
Why? What are the obstacles that you're facing?
Crippling anxiety, a very bad self-image, and the ever growing imposter syndrome that I feel on a daily basis. But listen, this is part of the parcel. It's what I love doing, and I would be so much more miserable if I did anything else. I love my job, and the highs totally outweigh the lows.
Thanks for sharing that, because Becky, if you check out Instagram, if you just like the stats that we just read out there, right, it looks like everything is under control. But I can't believe that you too have to deal with imposter syndrome and doubts and anxiety. And I think the more we talk about it, the more we normalize it. And hopefully we stop that voice in our head that sort of said to us, you don't deserve to be here. Because Becky, you so do.
Thank you so much. Well, it's I think it's something that all artists feel, and I'm pretty sure that it's what most people feel as well when they do a job that they love and they're getting, you know, successful at it. I think it's a thing where everyone's a bit like, oh God, can I handle this? And how long will it last? And, you know, I've always wanted to release multiple albums. I had a figure in my head when I was 18, just joining the industry. I wanted to make 8 albums. And it's obviously taken me 10 years to make one. So hopefully I'll be making more of them, and just believe, like, there's such a big, strong sense of belief that you have to have in yourself. And that's been difficult over the years. But, you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, obviously I'd get rid of the anxiety, but I wouldn't have my job any other way.
And I suppose you have to find a great tribe as well, and a great group of people to build you up when you're not feeling like you're worthy of it.
Yeah, and I definitely have that with my team. I've got an incredibly strong management team, which consists of 2 people, but they are the most uplifting and strengthening and rant tolerating people that I have in my life. And more than that, I have 2 best friends, and that's MNEK and Ryan Ashley, who have written all over the record. Ryan has recorded all the vocals for every single song on the record, and outside of work they are just the most lovely people, and I feel very, very grateful to have them in my life. The same with Ella, actually. Ella's amazing too. She's like my big sister.
Yeah, you definitely need that. It was around about this time last year, I think we spoke, and I was going on about the fact that, you know, over 2 billion worldwide streams, that is massive. But you turned around and you actually said to me, I was the second most streamed female in the UK last year, but I felt like nobody knew who I was. Becky, this year, your face is all over billboards, massive billboards in London. Do you feel like times are changing?
Yeah. Isn't it amazing? and now I freak out having to do Zoom calls because I haven't got any makeup on. So it's like now I'm like really stressing about how I look. Whereas before I was like, oh, never mind, nobody cares anyway.
Can you keep that attitude, Becky? Because you look gorgeous. Because
Thank you. I have
and I'm
got a
not
lot
talking
of
about just. But I'm not talking about looks. I'm just talking about you're shining. You are shining because you're happy. So just keep that whatever attitude you've had, keep it going because it's working for you.
It's been a lot of it still is quite a lot of personal growth. The amount of awareness that I have to have of like, hang on a minute, I don't feel good here, and why don't I feel good here, and how can I make that better? And here I feel great. So stage, whenever I'm on stage, my mind is completely clear. It's amazing. I never really experienced that anywhere else in my life apart from there. I definitely have felt a lot more confidence with the more success that I've got, which is a really lovely feeling, because for so long, and it's mad because I've obviously spoken to interviewers like yourself for a few years now, and you've kind of seen me when I was at a completely different point of my life even 12 months ago.
Yeah.
And now I'm sat here feeling so much more secure about my music and about my job and about my public perception, because I've had a bit of success. And hopefully that will just keep growing and growing, and I'll be able to, you know, overcome the anxieties and the imposter syndrome, and you know, because of I really believe in the music that I make, and I really believe in, you know, my singing ability and being able to resonate with audiences, and I just don't want that to stop.
It must also help as well when you have the likes of David Guetta saying Becky Hill is one of the very rare queens of dance. Like, mind-blowing.
It's weird because I felt for quite a long time that I've had industry respect. Like my reputation in the industry has been quite good for quite a while, which is why I suppose MK didn't just do Piece of Me with me, but he came back and did Back and Forth with Jonas Blue and me, you know, which is why Wilkinson has got another song with me coming, you know, going on his album next year. You know, I've had repeat customer inquiries by these massive DJs.
That's a lovely way to put it. Repeat customer inquiries, yeah.
But it's been mad for me because it's, you know, all of a sudden I'm working with Tiesto and David Guetta, and it feels like weirdly ordinary to me, but what I'm really after is like public recognition. And I think for me, like, David Guetta was such a huge monumental, same as Tiesto actually, it was such a huge monumental moment for me to be like, wow, these DJs are saying such incredible, lovely things to me. And I've been listening to their records since I was a child. You know, and now David Guetta's featuring on my record. It was a huge, huge moment. And now I feel like the public are starting to also feel that way as well. People are going, oh, well, MK's come back to her twice and Tiesto's done 2 tracks with her, and now David Guetta's featuring on her record. Maybe we should listen.
Well,
and that's such a huge thing.
They are definitely listening. They're not only listening, they're also starting to wear your merch. What is it like putting it out there? That has to be nerve-wracking, going, okay, I've put this together, this is exciting, but will anyone buy it? Will anyone wear it? You're up on stage and you're starting to see people in the crowd wearing your stuff. How does that feel?
I mean, it feels like I slipped into a coma when I was 17, and I've just been in a coma for 10 years, and this is the coma, and I'll wake up one day and I'll still be 17. It's mental. It's crazy. Because I really tried to design merch that was very festival-y and ravey and tie-dye and, you know, lots of iridescence, and I really wanted to have that look for people to feel like they were a part of the rave culture, dance stuff that I was doing. And to see people in bucket hats, tie-dye bucket hats with my name across, and them all properly raving, there is no other nicer feeling. I really feel like my fan base is so strong now, and it's so beautiful because I haven't seen them for 18 months.
Yeah.
And once I released the album, I've been going up and down the country, actually performing to fans who know the album, who know the words, who are there to see me. And honestly, it's been the most heartwarming thing. I do grateful lists every night, and I write down 3 things that I feel grateful for. And I swear for the last 2 weeks, it has just been, I am so grateful for seeing all of these people come to my shows and spending their weeknights with me and singing along and buying my merch and standing there with t-shirts on and getting pictures signed and albums signed. I really am living the dream that I set out to find when I was 17.
Okay, I just got chills. And I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled that it's happening for you, but not only that it's happening, that you actually appreciate this moment that you're in.
Every second.
It's huge, Becky. And you know you've made it. You know you've made it when people in the crowd are screaming out to you that they want their chest signed by you. Like, what are the weird fan requests you're getting right now?
Well, I was at a signing recently. I was signing my album in Birmingham, and I had one guy ask me to draw a cat on the back of the CD, which I was like, sure. I had a guy who came to the signing, the album signing, with his wife and his child, and got me to sign his chest and told me that he was going to the tattoo parlor the next day to get it tattooed on him.
Okay, in front of his wife and child. So they
Yes.
Oh my God.
Well, I hugged his wife after and I whispered in her ear, don't let him get that tattoo. And she went, oh, but he wants it. And I was like, not sure.
That's
not
love.
Sure that's the point.
No, but that's love and dedication right there. To who, I don't know. But
right.
Becky, we are so excited because you're coming to Dublin, playing a sold-out show at the Olympia in November. How are you feeling about that?
Well, my boyfriend first took me to Dublin for the first time ever. He took me to Dublin for my 26th birthday, and we had the best time. I love Dublin. I love Irish people. They are the funnest people in the world. The greatest sense of humor as well. And such a beautiful place. I can't wait to come back. And I did 2 nights with the script as well. And I felt so much love there. I can't wait to be back. I've really missed my Irish fans, and I've really missed Ireland altogether.
Well, Becky, we haven't been able to go to live gigs for almost 2 years now.
I'm so
you thought
sorry.
The Irish were like massive before. You wait, you've taken music away from us. You wait till we actually go into an enclosed room and get to sweat and enjoy that experience with total strangers. It's going to be an experience like no other for all of us.
If there is anything that I've seen from doing live shows over here, is that people can't wait to be back next to one another, raving and dancing and having the best time. And I'm so sorry you guys have been out of that for so long, but I'm going to make sure I bring it when I'm over there.
Cannot wait. Before I let you go though, you've titled your album Only Honest on the Weekend. What are you so honest about on the weekend?
How long I stay in bed for. How rubbish I look. About how I'm not so honest about how lazy I am on the weekend. But not this weekend, because I've got Transmit Festival and Park Life, so I am very busy this weekend.
Well, go out and enjoy that. And final question. Loved your podcast, Art of Rave. Is it coming back? Are you like, there hasn't been a new episode in a while, Becky?
I mean, I am in the midst of an album campaign,
I know.
but
You might be a little bit busy.
I would love to talk to David Guetta about the podcast, and I have mentioned it to him, but I think he was a little bit on the fence. I'm really, really glad that you liked it, and it was such a huge thing for me to do that podcast as well, because I got to interview my heroes. I would love to do a second series. We'll have to wait and see for next year.
Okay, waiting for that. But in the meantime, cannot wait to have you here in Dublin. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us, Becky.
Thank you for talking to me. It's been lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy all of this.
Thank you.